guys, welcome to Cinematic Tendency. And yes, I am still at the theater. And tonight I watched two movies. I did a double feature, and usually that doesn't happen because I'm kind of busy. But right now I'm on Thanksgiving break, so I was able to do, like I said, to watch two movies. And by the way, happy Thanksgiving 2021. So this video is about Resident Evil. Welcome to Raccoon City. However, I wanna also talk to you very brief about the other movie that I watched, and that was King Richard. And all I wanna say about King Richard is like the movie was it was good. I really liked it. It lasts a little bit over 2 hours. However, the cadence is very well paced. And actually, the movie seems more like 90 minutes, but the running time is a little bit 2 hours. Will Smith, he was very good in his performance, and in my opinion, he got the mannerisms and the same voice than the real Richard Williams. So I wouldn't be surprised if Will Smith gets nominated for Best Actor. So yeah, check out King Richard if you have the chance. So okay, so what about Resident Evil? Welcome to Raccoon City. All right, so here are my general thoughts on my first impression of the movie. And before I say that, let me tell you that the franchise of Resident Evil, I know. Some of you don't like it, some of you might kind of like it. So to me, that franchise is a guilty pleasure. Okay, so I actually own the DVDs, and last year during the pandemic, I kind of revisited all of them. So we're talking about 6 movies, and to me, the first 3 are better than the last 3, in my opinion. But this one right now, Welcome to Raccoon City, it doesn't feel like it belongs to the franchise. And I think part of the reason is because W.S. Anderson, he's not the director of the franchise. He's not the director for this movie. I was watching the credits, and he is an executive producer of the movie, of this one. But an executive producer could means almost like he had almost like nothing to say in the movie. Like this movie, from the very beginning, it has a very different tone when you compare it to the franchise. And so this movie, let me tell you, it happens in the late 90s, like the story. So it shares a little bit more light about the outbreak of the T virus. And one of the things that I appreciate about this movie is because the story happens in 1998. Throughout the story, you're gonna hear music in the background. Yeah, we're talking mainly a movie from the 90s. So hey, I love the 90s, and I recognize a couple of the songs that back then they were a hit. Like one of the songs that I really like that they play in the background of this movie is the movie my favorite game by the Cardigans, and they also play the song What's Up by Four Non Blondes. And if you may recall, if you grew up in the 90s, you may remember that video of the Cardigans, My Favorite Game. It was on MTV like all day long. You know, back when MTV was great. Back in the day when MTV was playing music videos. You know, the good old days. Anyway, so yeah, so it has a pretty good soundtrack, this movie, and the acting wasn't too bad. I only recognize 2 actors. One of them was or is Robbie Amell. He's the younger brother of Stephen Amell, who plays as Green Arrow, in the WB show, and also another actor, Neil McDonough, I think that's his name. He plays the doctor or the scientist in this movie. Those were the only 2 actors that I recognize. So the acting is okay. The writing is not is alright. It's not great or very good. And I know that what I'm telling you about Raccoon City doesn't sound very promising, but when you compare this movie with the last three movies of the franchise, I think Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City is a step in the right direction. So for this franchise, and it seems to me like this movie may continue with more, with more sequels. So stick around. There is a short I don't want to say post credit, but a short scene shortly after the end of the movie. And so yeah, that's pretty much my first impression of the movie. Now, am I gonna buy this movie? I think I am gonna buy it because, like I said, I already own the entire franchise, and this movie right here is, like I said, is a little better than the last three, so it makes sense that I'm gonna be buying this movie. And so yeah, the first act, I think that's the strongest aspect of this movie. The first act, it has a very good tone. Like I said, the tone of the movie, like when you're watching it, you're like, this is nothing even close to the tone of the first 6 movies of Resident Evil. So yeah, so these were my first my general thoughts or my first impression of the movie. Welcome to Raccoon City, Resident Evil. So yeah, are you gonna watch it this weekend or what? Like tonight's the opening night, and I know we have a bunch of movies coming out. Like tonight also it came out Encanto, also The House of Gucci, and I don't know what else is coming out this weekend, but I think at least those two. So anyway, so are you gonna watch right here, right behind me, Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City? If so, let me know down in the comments, or maybe you already watched it. If you did, let me know your thoughts about the movie. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon in another video, and until then, choca la mano.